Okay, hello and welcome everybody back to Wasteland 2110 or Apocalypse World role-playing session. Game, sorry. We have our players and our MC here ready to see this through. Jack, what happened in the past hour? Give us a brief description.
I don't know, I'm going to quickly grab some alcohol because I feel like I'm going to need it.
Go.
The party went down into the, well, they were started down in the metro tunnels, and they decided to take a service exit to the left side of the tunnel, and they followed this down, and they've made a lot of noise and alerted a giant horde of infected who are now currently clambering around trying to eat the quarantine.
I'm gonna try and help.
Is Gary back?
Yeah. And the brew is up.
I will not leave the quarantine hanging. I will go in there with guns blazing if I have to. Pull him
Yeah,
out.
one second, I'll get a beer as well. I think I'm gonna need it as well. Oh. Yeah, come on.
These people need alcohol. 7:30 in the morning here. God.
8:30 at night. I wouldn't be a true Brit if I didn't have a pint in my hand at this time.
Isn't it tea time for you?
No.
Cheers, Gary.
Despite
Evening tea?
Despite what Ruben thinks, tea time's when we eat, not when we drink tea.
Don't laugh, man.
I know, because I'd be serious, he thought it was when we drank tea.
I know, people don't get the term tea. It's not.
He generally thought people in his World of Warcraft guild went to drink tea at the same time every day.
Wait.
I mean, I'm not reacting now, but at the time I was creased beyond belief. Like, Gary, what time do people drink tea in England? Like, when they're thirsty?
It's like saying, when do you go out and clubber polar bears?
Slightly different to that, but yeah.
when do Canadians go and have sex with deers?
For past 3 now, I'm gonna go out and slaughter me a bear. Having the urges to slaughter a bear right now.
Right, so anyway, are we finishing this little thing?
Okay. So, there is currently one infected on top of the quarantine.
As I said before, I'm gonna help him.
You're gonna help him. So, like, what this thing does as everyone kind of moves to help him is just like grab his teeth and just latch on to the quarantine's throat.
I'd like to still, take
Scalpel,
out
neck,
Yeah.
infected.
Yeah,
forearm.
I was basically taking like my knife, I think I said
You have a
knife.
hunting knife. It's not as long as a machete half. That's what you wanted.
Yeah, but like a hunting knife, just going for the head and trying to pull the quarantine back.
Well, you're a lot further away from me. I was basically just near him.
Yeah, but you know.
Quarantine, as this thing latches onto your neck, you take 3 armor-piercing harm. Because it kind of gets in, like, inside, like, your armor's not covering there, and it kind of, like, latches on and starts mauling you.
Stop it!
Rose starts to run across with the knife, and Dahai appears behind it, and you just see him pull these scalpels out of his sleeve.
Flourish.
And before you know it, this thing has like 40 cuts all around its neck and face, and is just like bleeding and dead.
I put myself in front of him, and I look behind, and I say, "Get your shit together." And I just stand there waiting for any other infected that makes a move.
Got like the gaping wound there. Get your shit together.
Basically. Yes, that's what happens. It's dark, I don't see him wounded that high.
When he has diarrhea, but not now.
I still say that, and I keep my position in front of him, waiting for any infected that would come.
I just get up. I just go to twice and kind of look back at Rose. Can you help her with that? She got recoil shot.
But there was only one infected left. But there's like a couple of dusts coming our way, right?
Pretty much all of them poured in. There's like one or two alive.
But
Jack,
very
you're
low,
very
Jack.
low.
Very,
As
very
they
low.
kind of like you guys, it was one assault rifle spraying in, one hunting rifle just going off like crazy, and these
Actually,
things kind of like they're all bunched up together. They kind of fell down. There's one or two alive that twice pulls out her
Oh, if there's
longsword,
one or two alive,
just
I go at them as well.
split these in half.
Yeah, I want to help her. If there are like one or two alive, I want to help her as well.
It's like you're just massacring them with scalpels and a longsword.
Yes,
She
okay.
like kind of stabs them, picks them up, and like drops them on their head. She looks incredibly strong for
Say to-
her
say to
size.
I look
think
at twice and I
stand.
say, yeah,
Yeah.
seems I did something, huh? After we kind of kill them all, and I basically put my hand on her shoulder and I say, good job.
I give it the most I'm gonna kill you look, but you don't see it, cause like, don't you fucking dare.
I still
Yeah,
did that.
Okay.
Can he stand
Um,
up? Can he get up? Can
I can probably get up. I'm more than sure, but
how
Uh,
far away does it sound like the others are? The other. Because there was something in the distance, right?
No, he
No,
said
they-
this was it. This was the goal we heard in the distance. We dealt with it. It's done. It's
It
over.
felt like it was like I only heard like, oh, there's a horde coming, like. It was-
Yeah. When you visibly see
We got
that the
it.
situation's under control,
Got it.
you just hear from me to
I
lock that fucking room down, and only open it if somebody knocks 3 times, because the infected are never gonna do that.
they knocked several times. We do that. I will pull out.
And the last thing that you hear is just the thud of a headset hitting the floor.
Oh, that's
Okay,
a nice
I am
move.
pulling shit
Drop
out
the
my angel
mic.
kit to use it on.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
you know what happens when someone takes the headset off. And
Yeah, as I see Rose kind of going to
That's
lock the
what it
door,
is.
I say, go take care of them. I can take care of the door, and I start pushing
That's
every.
what I said.
Yes, did he? Oh, sorry. Okay, then.
I'm pulling out my angel kit while I'm going to the door. No, of course not. I'm pulling out my angel
Sorry,
kit.
I
to
didn't hear you. I
activate-
didn't hear you.
Yeah.
I go
Okay.
put the desk back, grab another desk that was there, and lock the
sounds so
door.
casual. Like, yeah, let me just move this desk.
I mean-
yeah,
I'm
can
sure-
I
I'm gonna
make my move then,
That's
Jack?
Sound.
while I pull the
You
door.
hear some-
Well,
yeah. You hear some more sounds off in the distance. They sound like they're getting louder, but they're like you hear these things kind of getting a little bit closer, but they still sound a fair way off. What was that? Nice.
I want to radio the boys and Richard at the same time, probably, just to say that, you know, things have gone tits up in the sewer. Everyone's kind of okay. However, by the time they get to the end of the sewer, they might need a bit of help. So I'm going to send the boys to Richard's to pick up whoever they want. Maybe to use that nice truck of his that has, you know, a Gatling gun on it, if it happens to be available. If not, my followers have a truck as well, and they might need a bit of support by the time they get to the sewer. And tell Richards that not to think twice about the people in the sewer, because
That's right.
I'm going to make sure that they get out okay.
I patch quarantine up.
At which point the radio ceases to be any space, Jack.
Yep.
How does the quarantine look?
Bitten.
No. How does he look like? Is he incapacitated? Is he just like wounded
No,
and?
he's not incapacitated, but he's very seriously wounded.
Is he
Like
past
he
9?
just got. He is on 9.
I'm on 9, yeah.
So you're
Okay, so
close
I
to
have to
irreparable
roll
damage?
To actually do this, right? I have to roll.
You will roll plus your.
Stop. Spent.
Um, yeah, roll plus your stock spent.
But I don't know, because it says you can resupply the for the stock for 1 barter per 2 stock.
I would say that you've resupplied your thing.
Yeah, but it's
Richards
been
has
like,
supplied you with more things.
so I just rolled
Right,
2d6,
because I know
right?
You've never even used
2D
it though, have
no,
you?
you used it before in
He
He
session
used it
1 or
2
2.
times.
Yeah.
2 times.
He used it on me once, and then I don't know.
And he used it on me as well once. It was first
No,
time.
I used it on Alex. I
Oh,
think.
Alex,
One-
yeah. The guy that I
one
threw the
that-
grenade at.
Yeah, the one
You-
you threw a grenade and melted his eardrums or something.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I did that.
You roll 2d6 plus 1 or more, depending on how much stock you want to use, but it has to be at least 1.
How much stock do you have in that thing?
6.
So,
Whoa.
6. I'll use 2.
2. Okay.
This is
So please mark that you have 2. Like missing. You have 4 left. So roll 2d6 plus 2.
Oh god. Oh god.
God.
Okay,
That's
so
quite
like,
good. It says, I see here. It says on
Have you
a
just,
on a
have you
on
just,
a
have you
miss
just killed
it
him?
take, yeah, on a miss it take 1 harm instead.
yeah, you
I am
you, like pull his head to the side and you start working around and you get your stitch and you just pop like you start to try and stitch it up and you just pop the needle straight through his jugular. He takes an extra harm. You're like really panicky from the past fight. It's like your hands are shaking. You're not really good. You've just fucked up. You're at 10 harm. That will get worse over time.
Shit.
Can he make another attempt to stabilize?
Yes, but he will have to. He has less stock, or like that uses
You know,
the stock.
fuck it. I'll use like everything just to. Can I do
Plus
+4?
Yep.
2d6.
Come on.
Let's not be too unreasonable. To take 3. Okay. 10.
Okay. Okay. You are healed to 6. But
It says here on a.
you
They will.
like
you will shoot.
you
have to choose
you
one.
is
Yeah.
yeah. There is more to it than you thought. You had to use up some of your extra drugs to kind of clean the wound
Okay, I
to
have
make
no
sure
stock
that
left.
there was no infection. Yes,
have
you
no-
are out of stock.
Fair enough. But it won't get worse over time.
No, he's at 6. He's like, yeah, that's fine. He will not get worse
He's
over time.
peachy. Everything is hunky dory.
Everything's hunky. Everything's hunky dory. He's just got like heaps of bandages wrapped around his neck.
Can I just
It's a
say,
thing, right? To say hunky dory.
can I just say,
Yep.
like, once he went past 9, shouldn't he have got the choice to choose one of the things instead of taking the harm?
What?
Pardon?
Don't, when you go past 9 o'clock, can't you choose to not have that harm count, but choose one of the 4 things down the bottom? Or am I incorrect in that rule?
Oh no, sorry. He could have done that if he so wished. Like if any harm past 9, he can disregard it, but he would take one of the debilities if he so wishes.
I'm gonna heal now. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, like
What's done is done, and it's gonna be fine. Gonna be okay. Gonna be okay, little guy.
Yeah. I just kind of look at you and sigh a little bit, but you know.
the
Get
thumbs
up.
up.
It's okay. You can continue to fuck twice in the bed. It's okay. You continue.
Twice gives you the dirtiest look. Like,
Yeah, she's looking at you thinking, how do you know we do it more than once a night?
No, you did twice.
God damn it. Okay, so
If it makes you feel any
Yeah,
better,
yes,
Jack,
you know, Jack.
you can name
Jack.
her twice if you want.
We're gonna. Yeah, for your next campaign, we're gonna have someone called twice just to never let
No,
the joke
I think
die.
I should play it safe and go thrice, because there's a lot of jokes you can make about 3 times and 2 times.
Okay.
It's 3 times the jokes, guys.
Pretend that's a joke. Okay, sorry. I just like zoomed back in.
Yes, let's stop pissing the MC off when I'm doing my most important skill in the game.
Jack, no.
Your skill.
I never liked
Actually, like-
DMing.
I did message you a quick question though, Jack, if you could answer it or not. Just here on here. I'm guessing the answer is probably going to be no, but you get nothing if you don't ask.
What are you restocking?
The heal kit.
The heal kit? Are you? No. It's
Yeah.
very difficult to find that
yeah,
shit.
I didn't think so, but like I
Okay.
said.
After I finish with all like putting the desks there, I'm gonna go at the quarantine and say, "Can I please have my weapons back now?"
I grunt and I just give you all your fucking shit back.
Okay. I thank you, and I
I start
And I
throwing
shoot
bullets.
everyone in the room.
Yeah.
I start throwing
one second.
individual bullets at you.
Before you start doing your childish things, I like between all the grunting and others, I give you like a smile of like as hidden as it can be, but I give you a smile, but it's obvious that I want you to see it, and it's not a grin, it's basically just it's a smile. That's it.
He's just like he's getting his weapons back like this.
It's not a grin! It's not a grin! Fuck you! It's not a grin!
Fire in the hole.
That makes it
Oh,
so
the
weird
heat
because I'm
blast.
like 2 meters tall almost, and I have a call over, and you see like my pearly whites like.
His eyes are like in the back of his head, like you just see the white, and he's just smiling at you.
Okay.
You hear from down the corridor, where the light was on the other side of the room. You hear someone call out, "Who's there?"
See, I load my pistol, and I say, I look at maybe Rome.
Look at what?
I look at the quarantine. I can whisper, maybe Rome.
I
Are
go.
you?
I go twice. Watch this motherfucker.
Bunsen,
I say, I ask
Silas,
you like maybe.
Let me know when you want to.
I'm ready.
Oh, you want you coming in at any situation?
I told them to lock the room down and to not open the door unless somebody knocks 3 times.
We don't open.
You hear from down the other side. You hear that. At the same time, you hear infected banging on the door that you came through. And they kind of bang like 2 or 3 times on the door. You hear like bang, bang, and then you just like hear and screaming, and then like everything goes quiet, and there's 3 knocks on the door.
It's Johnny.
It's Johnny. I don't know the 3 knocks thing, so I do nothing. I look startled at the door. I'm like, what is
No,
happening?
it's just
Open it.
it's Mr. R. It's Mr. R.
I look
No
at
one, no one else would knock like that.
I look at Rose and I nod, and I don't fully take the desk
Twice.
from there.
Don't let him open the
Shut
door.
the fuck up!
Wow.
I look at the I take the desk, but I like take it out as much as I can, so I can like as little as I can, so I can put it back fast after he gets in. So I don't
No,
like fully take that.
I just went up seriously like twice. You open the door. Don't let him stay at the door.
I need to roll before this door gets opened. Can I mysteriously roll if you trust me?
Can you PM me something?
Yep.
Oh god, the Gary in the shadows.
That is not like
The 4th option down is back off calmly, hands where you can see.
one second.
This This is getting me anxious. Come on,
The PM Wars.
PM Wars.
I'm going to take the second option.
Okay.
Which one's that? Is that the one that's rolled sharp?
No,
the
They both rolled up.
FYI, when like the quarantine looks at twice and says that, I'm like, she's hurt. If you don't trust me now, you never trust me. And I go to open the door.
Shit.
I never did. Fucking don't let him open the door.
I still open the. I go to open the door. If twice doesn't stop me,
There's no negatives to it. There's no negatives.
it's completely average.
Before you say yes, there's no negatives.
No, there's no negatives, but like it's still, I think you still attempted.
Yep.
Um.
We shall roleplay it as Fortune.
Okay. So like, do you let Twice open the door? Cause she moves too.
I like stay down. I can take care of this. You're shot.
Don't.
I put my
Twice.
gun. Put the gun on the desk near her, and I open the door.
Twice, yes, scalpels. Just open the fucking door twice.
Okay. Twice just says it's okay. Kind of pushes the other way. She's not being rough, but she just says it's okay.
I take
And
my gun
opens.
and I wait.
You just
What?
said you put your gun down.
Yeah, I
he
put it
picks
down.
back up.
Takes it
That's what
back,
he
and I
You
look.
don't pick it back up again. What's the point of putting it down?
I'm looking because I was. I'm looking at the other door right now. Not at
Yep.
this one.
Okay. He opens the door and like you just see like this like the door kind of gets shoved open and you see the radio there, like his scarf, his armored metal scarf is just sitting there as he walks in, and you see him just walk in, reach down onto the quarantine, pull off this taser, and as he like moves up to put it up to Dahai, he drops the taser. What do you do, Dahai?
Ah, damn it.
I do the.
Can I take
One
an
second.
action?
No, I do not. I'm not gonna attack him. But I do get. I do direct brain whisper projection. Like basically,
Okay.
don't attempt that shit ever again.
Can I
And-
do?
And I take my grenade, the sonic one, in my hand. I don't activate it on the sun. I just, and not for he to see me, is to see it. I just like reach in my pocket and I keep it in my cloaked hand. But I do.
Okay, so you use direct. Can you roll plus weird?
Yes, yes, will do. $13.
Shit, that's a good roll. It's better than most of the rolls people have been doing. It's been like failed rolls all around.
Shut up.
So you do that. You just hear in your mind, wireless, don't fucking do that again. And it's like it's very intent that he's just said that to you. And then you just hear or else.
Ooh.
And I look at him, I stare at him.
And I stare at him. And I point at him and go, "Freak, you touch me, or come near me, and it'll be worse than the 56k. Back off."
I give a.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Excellent.
I do nothing.
Which compiles with the action of going aggro completely.
Yep, like he backs off.
Okay.
Okay.
Question is, what goodies do I have with me? Present time.
Okay. So as you see, he has a chainsaw by his belt. It's a little chainsaw, but like it's a chainsaw. He's also
Oh, I've got a
um,
chainsaw. When I say that, then I rev the chainsaw just once, just a little bit, just for effect.
Okay.
They'll be they'll be
Um,
wearing that, and then back up.
Okay. You've got like 2 pistols. You've got nice jewelries there. You've got a big Bowie knife. You've got your scarf, and you've got your hockey stick. And you know exactly what way to go, and it's directly down the door that's open that someone's just called out down. And you hear again, after this has all gone on, "Who the fuck is it? If you come down this hallway, you're dead."
The door open.
Yes, the door is open. But you can't see anyone down there, but you can see the light at the end. These fucking birds, holy shit.
I put my head just ever so slightly around the corner, and
The corner.
No, just like round the corner of the door, so like I'm shouting down the thing back to them.
Ah, okay, sorry.
And I shout down, "Good morning, Vietnam. You know who it is."
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, that's nice.
You just hear. You hear muttering between people. Who is that?
Who the fuck do you think it is? You recognize the voice. You listen to me every morning.
You see a head like poke around the corner and look. They try and see it. It's like, you're the radio?
Yep. And I'm in a spot of bother. So who the fuck are you? But if you hadn't noticed, this ain't no fucking radio station.
You see him like step around, and he's just got this like old shotgun in his hand, but he's kind of goes, "You were just fighting the infected. Why the hell are you down here? Why were you on that side of the door?"
I didn't know there was the right side of the door to be on. However, these guys were on the wrong side of it, and they needed help, and it's a long story from A to B, but A is pretty close to B, so I came to help.
He looks at you and he's like, Come. Get in here."
Is it secret? Is it safe?
Hmm?
I say, is it secret? Is it safe? I read that in a book
safe.
once.
It's safe for now.
Excellent.
Like,
I push
And
the
I open the door
desks
fully
back.
and go, safe place to hide. We'll follow.
What? You open the door that...
I open the door fully if it wasn't already fully open, and I go, come on, safe place to hide.
Oh,
move.
before I move,
Everybody else.
I push
Go,
the
go, go.
desk to the previous door again. Like, just push it shut.
Okay.
And then move.
And you start to move down the hallway.
Like,
Sounds like
as everyone's like going through the door, I'm like patting them on the back and, like, good job.
I guess
good job.
besides me.
Yes, besides you.
he goes to do it to you. He's like,
He doesn't really reach my shoulder anyway.
Simon's clearly asleep.
Simon, why so bored, Simon?
No, I'm not asleep. Just, I mean,
It's
my
just-
neck hurts a little bit. Yeah.
my neck's a little bit sore. So you go down. As you enter this other room, there's this guy. He's got a big bushy beard, and with him are two children, a little boy and a little girl. He just says, "What the hell are you doing down here? It's dangerous."
You don't say.
Yeah, no shit.
Who do your faction? Who do you guys belong
I just
to?
turn to him and go, what the hell are you doing down here? It's dangerous.
He says, we were part of the alliances in Upper Central. We came down here because our place got raided in the night by infected. We've been living here for ages. We've been trying to get out. We sent our other son, Jim. He left. He went down.
Shut Jim!
He went down that way. Have you seen him? He's young. He'd only be 14, 15.
At this point, I don't.
I just say, no, we saw nothing but infected down there, I think.
Shit, I just bite my lips. Oh.
And then I just put my hand on his shoulder and go, if it's any consolation, did he know which way he was going?
He's gonna find a way out. He really didn't know much.
So as long as he ran from the infected, these guys came in safely, and then the infected cornered them. So fingers crossed. As long as he avoided the sound of the infected, he should be okay. Because like I said, these guys got in safely and then got cornered. So don't know.
He nods. He says, "Ah, that's a relief. I just wanted to know that he was okay." He says, "Come." And he invites you around. He's got like, you know, the 44-gallon drum with a fire in it. He's got one of them going. He's got like some, like, you know, like bits of fabric and things like that, like laid out on the ground as like a sort of bed. And you look like he's got kind of spit roasting over a fire. He's just got a single squirrel.
Over fire.
Just got a squirrel over the fire.
Oh, there.
What do you do?
And I kind of look around to the quarantine and Twice and what state are they in? Because obviously Twice got shot and quarantine got bit.
Twice got
I'm
shot.
pretty delirious
Yeah.
and angry.
Twice got hip shot.
Ricocheting the
Yeah, that's
shin
right.
in the calf.
Hip shot.
Twice has a bullet lodged in her calf.
I would like to attend to her. I mean, I don't have any stock, but it's like, is it possible to...
You can remove the bullet.
I mean, if she's willing to, if she's to do it though.
She knows it has to be done. She like rolls up her pant leg and says, and she just pulls out she pulls out her knife and like puts the handle in her mouth and bites down on it.
Yeah, so she doesn't bite her tongue.
Yeah.
Cool. Do I roll for that, or just can we just, you know?
You can pull it out, you know, like you get the bullet out. If you wanted to heal her, you could do so with your
Yeah, healing touch.
thing. You would have to roll
Yeah.
for that. So
Yeah. I mean, has she taken like one harm or something?
at best guess, she's probably taken one harm.
Yeah. So she can at least move. Can she?
Yeah, she can move fine, and it's not going to get worse.
Yeah, I'm just asking. I'm asking her if she thinks that she'll be able to run if needed. Maybe she can-
Maybe. I think I'm okay. I think I can keep up.
I'm sorry. I
I
expended my stock on the quarantine. His bite was ferocious and needed to be treated.
I just beckon the quarantine over,
I shimmy over, I guess.
and I kind of, put my hand on his shoulder, and we kind of like maneuver around Simon, and we kind of like, so he's in between us both, and I put my hand on Simon, on Rose's shoulder, sorry, and I'm like, Rose, you can heal her. We both believe in you. Give it a go. And, I kind of, squeeze the quarantine together.
Yeah, like really encouraged by his words.
And me and Raz are going to help you with your role to heal her.
You
I help with
cannot
10
help
plus.
a psychic roll like that.
Alright, just say that if you help or interfere with someone who's making a roll H plus X. Or
Yes,
a
but you
H
have to
plus
be able
one
to help or interfere
H+.
with that roll. Like
I can help.
you have to. You can't help.
I can help her
We-
by
we
boosting
keep
her
her-
confidence, or I can
Yeah.
interfere by making her overconfident.
He can
But
just
it's
say,
not about her confidence. It's about opening her mind to the maelstrom.
Jack,
That's not
Jack,
confidence.
he can
Give her-
just say he's helping.
Besides, like,
we can just say in roleplay.
Exactly.
Yes, you can help, but you're not.
Yeah, he's not
Helping.
helping.
Good.
But between the two of us helping and pinning her down, he could at least get a +1 or something.
It's.
I'm not so sure.
The plus
Alright.
0-1.
I accept the MC squared, and I I just want to say I roll
Plus weird.
since I picked that other thing, Jack. I roll sharp, right? Because I open my mind.
What is your ability? Sorry. What
It's
ability?
I have this sixth sense. When you open your brain to the words, I give me some roll plus sharp instead of roll plus weird.
Oh, you're not opening your
Yes.
white mind to the maelstrom.
It says healing touch is opening the mind to the. It says here, healing touch.
Yep. You get to roll plus sharp for that.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ,
You
the
wouldn't
last.
if it was something like augury or something,
Mm.
because you're opening your brain for the healing touch. So, yep. Go.
Roll 2d6.
Plus 2.
Plus 2.
Boom.
8.
Nice.
That's something.
Yep.
You heal her.
It says here, on a 7 to 8, heal one segment, but you're acting under fire from your patient's brain. On a miss, first you don't heal them, second you open your brain through their psychic maelstrom.
Okay, so you have to roll plus cool as well, which means you get to mark XP. Because you're acting under fire.
Wow. 2d6. Oh, that's actually, I think it's -1 actually. Oh. I have to check.
Hang on, it does not say at the bottom for patients belonging to the MC, their experience and fate are up to the MC.
That's what it's saying is like if
Oh
they
no!
you do not heal her.
I know, it says you heal one segment, but you're acting under fire from the patient's brain. So I imagine
if you're
harm would come to her, to Rose, not.
It says here, on a miss, first you don't heal. On a miss, first you don't heal them. Second, you open both your brain and there's.
and that's if you miss the first roll, but like it says you're acting under fire from there, so
It would
I mean-
it sounds more like that Rose would come under fire from the maelstrom from twice. Like some sort of
think-
like psychic.
It says here that
kickback, you know what I mean?
patients. Yeah. I mean, I think. Okay, so you're just determining that I don't heal her actually. That's the.
okay, I'm going to say you can heal her if you wish to, but you are transferring that harm to you.
Are we saying like my calf gets like? Are you like just saying?
You put your
direct
hand on
transfer?
her, you take one harm, your like leg gets kind of wounded, and she is fine.
I do it, and I don't say anything about the wound appearing on me. I don't-
Okay, you do that.
My
She's
share.
now at
I heal her.
perfect
and I-
angel. She's at full harm. Oh, sorry, full health. She's at full harm. She's dead.
Yeah, like whoops. Some kind of backlash there, I guess.
The knife might have slipped. I didn't even have a knife, but there's one in there.
She accidentally put the blade in her mouth, bit down on it, and died. Okay, so yes, she is fine. She says, "That's amazing. How did you do that?"
It's not something I want to do very often, but it's like
The dentist.
it's like these. How to explain how to explain? It's like
It's dangerous.
yeah, it's dangerous, but in situations like these, I can sometimes feel this kind of soothing. It's the kind of soothing, what do we call it, essence? It's a soothing essence. If I
Yeah.
concentrate hard enough, I am able to transfer this sort of soothing essence into my patient.
That's amazing.
I then reiterate to twice. No, it's dangerous. Stick
It
to what
comes
you,
with,
stick to what
a
you know.
price. Comes with a price. I don't say anything to my recording that my damage was transferred.
Okay. The guy is kind of sitting there watching you. He's like astounded. His kids are like,
Be you angels? Yo, we are Batman.
Yes.
They're like standing there,
Yes.
like, do you want some squirrel? Picked up the squirrel.
They ask me, I want some squirrel.
He asks all of you. It very much looks like that's the only food they have.
I
Yes,
politely
those
refuse.
are known for their to be delicious.
Okay, so he
I wanna
breaks
go
you
with-
off the squirrel leg and hands it to you, Rose.
Yum!
His kids start to eat other little bits of it. They don't really get much.
I want to
Yummy.
go this twice and whisper to her like, "Watch
Okay,
out for
yeah.
the eye. He's got his weapons back, and the radio's here. Keep an eye on him."
You will have all noticed by now as well. Your heads are going to be remarkably clear, all of a sudden.
Okay, so I motioned them. Do you have,
I can't talk in your heads anymore.
I just motioned to everyone like, do you have any bread? Like motion toward them and like, you're gonna have to perform some miracles.
Do we
here.
have any rations? I think we got like food from.
You have rations, yeah.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
like to give
but
some to the children.
We got the rations and you got the rashes.
Give some to the children. Okay. Yes, you give half of your remaining rations to the children.
Mm,
You only have a few days, so you give them like I guess a day or 2 days worth to the family.
yep.
Is that? Yeah. They are so grateful to you. They're like, they pull it out. They start to look at it.
I instruct
get
them
a
on
little
how
bit of-
to get back to Richards, and tell him
I-
that we send them, and he'll provide something.
Granola bar.
I just instantly.
I don't say
look-
Richards. I just say like there's an outpost, there's an exit there. That's where we got in. Go there, and tell him.
And I just turn and say, "What are you on about? You just got annihilated almost by infected from that direction, and you're willing to send listeners of the radio down that direction?" I go, no. I know where we're going. We're going to go that way. And I kneel.
We can't leave anyway.
Sorry.
We're waiting. We gotta wait for Jim. He's gotta. We're gonna wait. He won't know where we are if we don't. So we have to wait here.
I go, if Jim went the way that we came, he will have ended up at this Richard's place. Richard's not gonna send no 14-year-old kid back down in the sewer. I guarantee that. And he knows I'm here, and he knows there is infected in the tunnel. I says, your son, if he's safe with Richards, he's safe with Richards. And I've got some boys coming, and I turn and look at the kids and go, "Do you recognize my voice?"
Well, the boy nods. The girl's like kind of sit there, looks at her brother, and then nods.
And I go, "Well, it's really me. And I have some people who really love the radio. Do you love the radio?"
They both nod. They're like,
And I was like, "Well, these people love the radio, so we're going to follow the radio. We're going to get out the sewer, and I'm going to hook you up with my friends. They're going to give you some scarves like this. They've got some hockey sticks as well, and they're going to get you all somewhere safe. Don't you worry about that." And I look at the father for like approval.
and the father goes. He says, "Are you sure he would have got to Richards?" Oh, sorry, you said Richards. Yes, you did say
It's
Richards.
the only way to get. It's the only way to go.
I just quietly pull him to the side away from the children, and I just whisper to him, and I just say, I'll smile for the kids, but I can't lie to a father." And says, "If he is safe, he's with Richards. If he's not safe, we'll all die looking for him."
He nods. He says thank you and gives you a pat on the back. He says,
I give him a big pat of reassurance on the back as well.
"Yep." He says, "What are you? Why are you down here? What are you looking for?"
I say we're on our way to Rome.
Why are you going to Rome?
I say the radio's got a gig there, and these people were supposed to help me set up. And says we've got some fireworks planned.
He looks over and
It's
says,
all kind of gone a little bit messed up.
Yeah. He looks over and sees all your guns. He's just like, "Oh, Are you soldiers?
I go pyrotechnicians, if you get my drift.
He nods. He says, "Well, we're like you're not that far from Rome. You can head on through the tunnels down that way." And he points to another door off, like the entrance you came into. Another door off to the right. He says, "You can hook up with the main tunnel system there, and you'll be on what is it? T6 if you follow the right path, or you can go up." Or you can go up there, and he points to a staircase that's also in there, and that'll take you up to, and we're pretty much at the base of the bridge. You can cross at the bridge if you want to.
I wanna read if he's lying about T6.
Can I tell him, because I know.
I'm just looking at, I'm just reading his face, basically, not saying anything to see if I can
Yeah.
spot
But
if he's lying.
I imagine if he was lying, though, I would react.
Yeah,
You're
wait,
looking
I
to-
don't know that
like,
you know that much.
You don't know really extensively and wireless, but you generally know the direction of T6 is generally in the area he's saying.
I know. I wrote it down. I just lied to everyone.
Yep.
Okay, so can I roll the
I'm
to
not
see
being
if
the
he's
quest
rank?
keeper.
Okay, you can read a person.
Yeah.
So roll plus sharp, please.
10.
10. Good. You can hold 3. I'm guessing you're really just saying, is your character telling the truth?
I can hold
Is your
3.
main one? You
Yeah,
can
that's
pick
my
3
main
of
one.
those if you.
What page are they?
Okay. I'm not sure, but it's in the basic move sheet I gave you. So you can say, is your character telling the truth? What's your character really feeling? What does your character intend to do? What does your character wish I'd do? So what does he wish you would do?
Yeah, that
And how could I get your character to blank? You can choose 3 of them. So
Okay,
is
I
your
see.
character telling the truth?
Yeah, that's first.
What's your character really feeling? What does your
Uh,
character intend to do?
That one, yes.
Okay, yep. And what does your character wish I'd do? And how can I get your character to blank?
The first 3 questions, basically.
Okay. He is telling the truth. He's feeling desperate and worried about his son. And he intends to find a way to find his son.
Okay, I go to him and I give him 1 zirconian crystal I have, and I say,
1 barter, please, mother.
yeah, 7 barter left. I say, when you get out, make sure you're safe and the children are safe, and then look for Richards, wherever his friends leave you, and I look at the radio. Keep that for emergencies.
He nods. He says, "One more thing. If you're trying to get to T6, it's not going to be easy.
And
if
I
it was
imagine when
my-
I radioed my followers, I would have probably told them to our side of the bridge, wouldn't I? I wouldn't have told them to fucking meet me in Rome.
Like, if you were to, I mean, I don't know. If you said meet me in Rome, they'd be coming through the
I mean,
surface.
I presumed the sewers to come out on that side of the bridge anyway. I didn't realise the sewer went all the way under.
Yeah, the sewer goes under the river.
Oh, I never
That's
did. I didn't even think the sewer went under the river.
Yeah, they went through the train metro to try and avoid crossing the bridge, if I remember correctly. That was the big consensus. But yeah.
Because I know it's kind of retconning, but like, would I be able to like
You
take
can
these
roll
guys?
You can roll for that.
Would I be able to take these guys up the stairs and kind of see if my followers are there, or?
You can roll for
well,
that.
like,
There's the
It depends where exactly you sent. You said to meet you. Where were they going to meet you? I mean, like,
Well, like I say, I was kind of under the assumption that the sewer's finished here and we would have to cross anyway. That's why I was
Yeah.
thinking of bringing the armored fucking gun and shit like that. They're never gonna
Yeah.
get into Rome riding on one of them.
Yeah. Okay, well, I guess like you can go upstairs, and I guess the followers, like you've told them to put them there. I can understand that you would have told them to meet you here.
Hmm.
He says upstairs there's a station. You can get to the surface from there if you want.
I look at
Yeah.
the
Like up
party.
those stairs.
I look at the
Like up
party
those
to see
stairs.
what they think.
I just ask the man what's the infected like at the station.
He says, not so common. At nighttime, the whole place is generally swarmed with them as far as like outside, but in the daytime, sometimes they hide out in the station.
I tell. Actually, Wireless would know of the vision I had.
No.
Yes, because he would have heard it from either Rose or the quarantine, because they heard it as well.
Oh yeah, when you told them. Okay, I
Okay.
thought you meant like I've
Okay.
seen it. No.
Okay, just pointing that out.
Okay, yeah. He says he says in the daylight sometimes they hide down, like they hide there, but like it's difficult to predict. There's a big pair of double doors there, like well, not so much doors, but you know those metal grates that kind of like come across and
Yeah.
you can kind of open up. Yeah, like what you're on now is like one of the platforms, kind of the
Like
tunnels
one of the
come
lower
out.
platforms, yeah.
Yeah, and you can go up the stairs and into the main part of the station.
I just turn and look at the quarantine and just like, we can't take these people with us where we're going.
Sure, what?
We've got to get them to safety first.
Kind of think about it for a second. It's a suicide mission anyway.
Say a suicide for you that all went on it, not suicide for me, and not suicide for the kids.
Twice at this point pipes up and says, I'd really like to help them, but we have to continue with the mission. The mission is more important.
I sustained
I
twice
kind
as
of nod.
point.
It's a family versus so many.
I say have it your way then. And I turn to the kids and the father and I say, come with me if you want to live.
Yeah, so Wireless turns into the Terminator, and
I'm glad you got the reference, yeah.
yep. So they say, well, if you want, but we're not going to Rome.
Then don't worry, you're not going to Rome. I'm gonna take you to the people I promised you, and we're gonna get you somewhere safe.
Yep. Okay, so what does everyone do?
I think we should take a break here before we. Because we're another hour.
We have half an hour before it's meant to go.
Still half an
Actually,
hour.
oh yeah. Let's go half an hour then. I was thinking we still had an hour from my calculation.
No, because we took a break at 1 hour and a half rather than 1 hour.
Yeah, okay. Let's go.
Okay. So, yep, so what do you guys do?
say let's go. I mean, there's those are two exits here. One leading to the bridge up, which we cannot take, and one leading to the path we need to take. The situation in my vision has not occurred yet, so. And I think we will survive this, if we're careful and smart about it.
Okay, so like, do you guys go down the tunnel or go up the stairs, or where do you go?
I say let me
go
go
for-
first.
go.
I say
No, go.
when we go inside, let me go first. If I say run, you just turn and run. Okay? The range of my grenade is not that big, but you just need to run a bit from me and I can take care of a whole horde. And I just take the lead. and
Mm.
ask
Just-
somebody with a lantern to be behind me.
If it's a single target, don't shoot first. Die.
I nod.
I just walk up to Twice, and I just look at her sword, and I just say, "You look like a real mean machine when you get going Twice, aren't you?"
She just stares at you, like puzzled.
I just say, "You could probably do some damage with this chainsaw, couldn't you?"
Oh.
She says, it's too heavy. I prefer the sword.
I turn to the quarantine then and go, "Quarantine? Chainsaw? Yes or no?"
I switch out a hand. Like, sure, give it over here.
Did you say I had my hockey stick with me or not?
You've got your hockey stick on your back.
Yeah.
Did I get the chainsaw?
I give him the. You can ask for the chainsaw rose if you wanted. However, I give it to the quarantine.
I don't think I could even carry the
And
chainsaw with the shit
as
I'm carrying.
as I pass it over to him, I kind of bring him in a little bit closer, and just say a little bit of diesel for you know what, and pat him on the back and wish them all farewell.
All right. So we go down we follow Checky, I guess.
The high.
And
Yeah.
Wireless, do you take the family up to the station? Do you? Or do you?
And
Okay.
and as they leave, I just sight and just go, "Psycho! I know when you misbehave. I'll fucking hunt you down if you do it."
Same goes for you, Mr. R. Same goes for you.
I just stand there and like, "You can't see me."
Don't be
Now
so
he's
sure of
John
that.
Cena and the Terminator.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
so-
start. Actually, and as
I
I
guess
said,
we'll-
I want to have my grenade in one hand and my 9mm in the other hand. That's loaded, not with one shot, and somebody with a lantern behind me.
I'm staying behind you.
Okay,
Chainsaw
great.
So you've got
hand.
like the pistol out, like you're walking with like the pistol ready
Yes.
and like and the grenade ready. Okay.
It's like
I mean, the grenade is like
Okay.
it's my hand, and the pistol I can hold it in one hand without any problems.
Yep. Okay. We'll go first with Wireless and what he's doing. What do you do with the family?
I explain to the kids what's going to happen, and say you've seen the evils that are about here, and I need you both to be really, really strong. And if you see anything, no screaming, just tap on the radio's back, and we'll sort it out.
They say, yep.
And then I turn
As kids do.
to the father and I offer him the hunting rifle and just say, "Do you know how to use this?"
He says, of course.
I go, "This thing's loud." I say,
He's
"This."
got a shotgun. He says, I can use this.
I say that thing as well, but take this thing. They're both loud. I say you only use them when your children are in peril. And then I hand him the bowie knife as well. I say, up until when your children are in peril, we use this.
He nods.
However, preferably we use nothing at all. And then I lead off.
Okay, so you go up there to where the grate is. Do you open the grate?
Slowly but surely, yes.
Yep. You open it. It's pretty quiet. It's a little bit of rattling, but nothing much. As you enter like the main station, it's quite dark. You've got a little light source, little torch, and so does he. So you're kind of going along this thing. The kids are doing their very best to be quiet. You're moving very slowly because of them. As you enter the station, it's a very large room with a whole bunch of other exits, like a whole bunch of other stairs going down to other different platforms. And then there's one staircase that goes up directly like in the middle. There's like the staircase, and then there's another one over there. But there's a few that go up, but one very close to you.
Yeah, I'll turn and look at the the father and just kind of indicate up. Don't say anything. Then
Okay.
just wait for a thumbs up or a thumbs down back, or a nod or
Yep.
whatever.
Like you start to go up the stairs, you actually hear a growl, like a. Doesn't sound alerted to anything, but it's definitely present.
And close.
Check what truck is.
Yeah, it's close.
I just kind of, beckon for them to, to stop, and then I just continue sneaking forward until I can see.
And as you get to the top of the stairs, there's like another level and a long tunnel that kind of goes upwards at an angle. You see in front of you there's 2 infected standing there, both with their backs to you. They're kind of like shambling around, like looking, but they have not noticed you yet.
And in general, how many infected can I see in my vision?
You can only see the 2. If you look around, there's only 2 in the immediate vicinity.
Did you say I could look around?
Like, yeah, as you get to the top of the stairs, you can look.
I'll look then.
Yeah, there's only 2.
Then I just kind of turn and
Shank them.
back into the father and just make like a stabbing motion and point to the one on the left. And I'm going to go
He
for the one on the
looks
right.
back at the kids and goes,
Go fucking LA style Last of Us.
And then the kids whip out dual pistols and pew 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 pew.
Yeah, water pistols.
yeah. So, like, you sneak up. Can you give me a roll plus your cool? To act under the fire of being scared
Yeah,
shitless that these things are
that's
going to turn
pressure.
around.
I've got a half decent cool. And to start this
And you
week,
can mark XP.
Fail.
Oh, yes. Okay. So, on a 7 to 9, you flinch, hesitate, or stall.
Is this really doing something under fire though?
Under fire is a lot of different things. You can say, like, under fire is not necessarily under the fire of a gun or under the fire, but it's any sort of pressure, like any sort of high pressure situation.
Yeah, no,
could be
just
classed as-
I'd never actually read do something under fire. Just when I read it, I would kind of read it more as seaside falls.
Yeah. No. This is for being quiet as you approach them.
Yeah.
More of a.
I don't know, if I wanted to just charge at them and swing, then that would probably
Yeah.
be seasoned by falls.
Okay.
But yeah.
So you go up behind them, and so as you do it, you kind of like you step off balance, and your foot kind of squeaks a little bit, and the one that like they both start to turn. You can still make your normal attack quietly, but you will only deal 1 harm instead of 2. Because you're kind of off balance, the thing's turning, you'd have to kind of do an awkward swing to get it.
Or
Or you can step back and step back, regain your balance, but they will probably already notice you. And then you can take your swing.
take the first one and do it quietly. It's what I said. It's what he said he was trying to do. So yeah.
So you're off balance and you kind of like swing in and hit this guy with the hockey stick, and he like gets launched
How
backwards.
much harm does my hockey stick do?
Does 2 usually. You just did 1.
Are you including the fact that it's got the barbs on it?
Yeah. Oh wait, 1 second. Where's the hockey stick? I'm sure it does 2 harm.
Yeah, but I've got spikes and barbs on it, so it does +1. Yeah, it does 3 harm. No. I'm still okay
3
with
harm.
I'm still okay with the reduction, don't get me wrong, but I just wondered if you took that into account. Because when I got
I
the
didn't. Should they? I'm
when
trying
I
to think.
when I got
Yeah.
the thingy, the thing with the workbench, I got some items. I got a taser, spikes and barbs with a hockey stick in the bookcase.
Yep. Okay. Should I lower it to 1 still or lower it to 2? Yeah, I'll say 2. You smack this thing square in the face and it just goes like it hits backwards and it falls back and hits its skull and stops moving. This guy like comes up behind it with the knife and you just see him like pull its head to the side and just plunge the knife into its neck.
He clearly rolled higher than I did.
As he does that, the thing starts struggling around, and you notice him like let go of everything and like clutch his hand.
Is the infected still moving, or?
The infected starts writhing on the ground, but it lasts for a few seconds before it stops.
I just look at him and just say, "Be strong. There's nothing I can do now." Very
He
quietly.
pulls it away, and you just see like the teeth marks across the top of his hand, like here.
Yeah, that's what I say to him. I say, "Be strong. There's nothing I can do now."
You know, it's he motions for his kids to come. They're like staring. They're really wide-eyed. The brother's got his hand over his sister's mouth to try and stop her from screaming.
Yeah, and I pick up the Bowie knife and I give it back to him, and just say,
Yep.
"They'll be fine no matter what. Don't worry."
Alright, you move forward, and I assume you go down the tunnel, up the tunnel.
Yeah, I just, like I say, I kind of keep on glancing back at him, for direction, but I keep on.
Yeah, he nods you towards the
Yeah.
tunnel. As you get to the top, you look outside, and there is still daylight. Like, you get to the top, you come out into the street. It is still daylight, but it's starting to get dark. And you just, you hear a whole bunch of chanting as you come close to the surface. And you hear all of this chanting as you see your followers with their hockey sticks on the road. And they've got an infected's head, and they're just sitting there shooting with hockey sticks.
Oh, 10 out of 10 for that.
And they're going along and, doing all of that stuff. So you come to the top, and the father's just horrified.
I just stand and say, they're good at what they do. What can I say? I kind of... Are they close enough to move to? There's nothing in between us and them. They're kind of like...
No.
within reasonable
just
distance for us to just quickly jog to them.
Yeah, and you meet up with them.
I kind of run into the middle of the game, and I'm just like, whoa, what the hell? You quiet.
They all look at you. They're like, what?
Oh God, look at that nearly night, for fuck's sake, and all the fucking
You said
road.
wait here. We're waiting here.
Shh, quietly.
We've been here for 2 hours.
Oh, God. Okay, I can't really thank you anymore for what you've done. Just it's getting dark and we're near Rome. Just let's just get, you've won. Let's just. I need you to help me with the people.
Yeah. So I guess they load you all up into the back of the truck.
I don't let the father get on, or I save him till last.
Yeah.
How long is the infection going to kick in?
Depends on the person. It depends a lot on weight and things like that. Some people don't get infected.
If there's something
Some
we're looking
people-
for, within a day, though.
It could happen. Generally, it happens over the course of 2 to 3 days. 1 to 3 days, depending on.
Would the radio be concerned about putting one that wagon with kids in each followers?
Depends. It's possible.
how one determined if one is infected by some kind of?
I could
If
have
you
if I
were
got
to
my
have
skill
to
that I wanted,
test.
but he wouldn't let me take it.
You can't level up in the middle of the session.
I want to
It's
know
not my
what
fault.
happened.
It's not my fault.
It's the third time
no,
I could have used
But
that
generally,
skill.
it's like a 24-hour thing, right?
There's no
Although
way.
they have
For,
like
there's no way for
It
us
could-
to find out.
It's
Unless,
24 hours.
unless I turn to the Maelstrom for answers, Jack.
You can try.
I just tell the father to just hang fire a second and turn and focus away on the Maelstrom. The situation that I'm in is the dilemma of, is this guy safe to go on that truck
Yep.
with kids and with my followers without turning?
Yep. You roll plus weird. Shit. As you enter, like, as the maelstrom enters your vision, you see this guy, you see him sitting on the truck, and he sits there fine. He's completely normal. He's looking around, he's laughing, he's joking. You know, you see him at Richard's place, he's laughing, he's joking, his kids are there. Everything's fine, and then it kind of like plays in reverse, and it goes back to the start. And it's everything exactly the same, only on the back of the truck he bites the next one, and the person next to him on the truck, and that person goes down, and he starts to bite people left and right. They can't really get him because he's on the truck. And you see him grab one of his kids and just start tearing at them and biting them and ripping them apart. And then it flicks back to your vision, your normal vision.
Saying it's a 50-50% chance.
I turn to the followers and I say it's only polite that our kids ride in the front seat. I'm thinking we could fit 2 kids in the front seat next to the driver.
Yep.
So I'm presuming that they do that. And I beckon 3 of the followers down to talk with me and the father in private.
Yep.
And I say to the father, and I just say, you might not know what I can do or who exactly I am, but the radio finds his information by very mysterious ways. We call it the maelstrom. You'll have heard of it, but some of us can see it. And your bite, I can't tell you if you're going to survive the trip or not. All I know is that there's a chance that your kids might get hurt. So I want you to sit on the back of this wagon, and these 3 guys, if you make any attempt to move from the back of this wagon, will push you off.
The guys just say, "Don't worry, Mr. R, we got this."
I go, yeah,
they
but
they
you
just
you
grab him
guys-
and push him down on the ground.
I said
and
no.
And then
Okay,
they
if
don't
they
stop.
they do this, yeah.
They don't stop. Like, you can stop them, but you would physically have to do it.
Yeah, well then I just kind of let it roll and let's see what they do.
They, you see one of them just pull out like a roll of duct tape, and they just like wrap it around the guy's mouth like 5 or 6 times, and they just say, "Really sorry, bud, but we got to do this." And then they wrap it around his hands and wrap it around his feet, and then they just pick him up and just load him onto the wagon.
I just look at them and shake my head and just say, is the back of the wagon like got a window on it, or can you not see through the front seats?
It's an open-backed wagon. Like,
Yeah, but does the front have a metal back to it, or does it have glass seeing out to the back?
it's
I
At one
just want to know
had
if
glass.
handicapped
At one point
turn
it
around
would
and see
have
the
had
back.
glass. Yeah, at one point it would have had glass. There's nothing there anymore.
I just turn to them and just say, look, there's fucking 19 of you in there. If those kids see him like that, there'll be hell to pay. However, it's got to be done.
They nod. They start up
And
the hockey chant.
As I do that, I'm just like, as they start to drive away, I'm just like, give the kids your scarf and the stick and keep them occupied. And learn some fucking respect while you're at it. And kind of just start walking away.
And they nod. The hockey chant starts. He hits the horn, which of course is the Dukes of Hazzard. That's what the horn is naturally. And they start that up, and as you start to drive down the street, you see like this shambling, running infected chasing after you. They're all just laughing. A couple of them are taking bets on which one's going to be the one that keeps up the longest and things like that.
Jack,
Yeah.
I walked away from them when they drove off.
Oh, you did, didn't you? Okay, they do that.
I'm glad
actually.
I'm glad I got a second opinion on whether I actually wanted to do that, but I said it. I walked away from them as they drove off,
Ooh, what are you doing walking away from them?
going back down into the sewers.
Okay, you do that. There are infected around you. You can probably make it if you run, but you're running.
I run and I lock as many doors behind me on the way as possible.
You run down the stairs, you run down the tunnel, you run down the stairs, you see more of them down there, you're getting past them. You get to the grate and you slam it shut. But it doesn't look like you're going to be able to get out that way without some serious firepower.
I'm not concerned, and I carry on, and I'm barely attempting to catch up because
Yep.
it'd say that I had knowledge of how to get out to Rome.
Yep.
So I'd like to try and use that.
You know the general direction. You don't.
And I'm going to sprint because I'm presuming the way ahead is clear. I wouldn't have much concern.
Okay, so Flick, you do that. You're trying to catch up. Flicking back to the rest, you follow down this tunnel, and you're going down, and you come to a door down this service tunnel that is like it's the only way you can go. So once again, it's one of the big metal panel doors. Do you go through it?
Yep. I open it.
Yeah, we do. For sure.
Yep. Okay, so you open it, and straight away, like right on the next part, there is another door. But this room is kind of like, it's hard to explain. It's got probably like a meter off it. It's got like a little station where, someone would be taking notes and like marking off people that come through. This is obviously a security area. You hear on the other side of the door directly in front of you someone screaming, like someone going and it was very difficult to hear like through two doors, but through this one you can definitely hear it.
I look back at the quarantine.
Keep moving. We're not here to save people. We're just here to do our mission.
I move quietly, and I open the door.
Okay. You open the door and go in, and like across
wait,
from
wait,
the
wait,
room.
1 second. Before I say this, I stay a bit back.
What do you mean?
I look at the quarantine.
Or at the
So I
front?
stay a bit back. I'm at
Oh,
the
you
front.
say that to them. Okay, so I thought you were going to stay a bit back. I was wondering how
stay
you
a
did
bit back.
Yeah.
If I go in and I say run, right? Just be ready. If there are too many.
You open the door quietly and you see, like, across the other side of the room, there's like a lamp, and there's a guy stripped. Like, he's had his shirt stripped open. He's got a red armband over the top of his arm, and he's chained up with his wrist above there. There's another man standing there with a large knife, and he's just slowly pushing it into this guy's shoulder. Like slowly torturing him and insulting him while he's doing it. And he seems entirely preoccupied.
I go behind him and I put the scalpel to his neck. I don't slash.
No,
I
wait. I stop you before you go in.
Okay.
Is there a way to go
So
around the room?
do you put a hand out and grab him?
I just like as he moves, I just go wait. Like
I go back.
Yep.
put a hand on the back.
I'm gonna
Don't go
immobilize
there.
him.
I gotta know. You go around. Try to go around.
We might find information. He's
I
completely
don't need
preoccupied.
information. Just need to.
We don't know
fucking
where
tower,
to go.
okay?
We know where to go to get to Rome, but we don't know the safest place and unguarded places to the water tower.
Yeah, the
There's a Rome
guy
guy
takes
there.
the knife out and turns over to his left side. He doesn't see you, but if he was to, like, he's looking here. If he was to do that, he would see you.
Okay, say yes or
Like-
no now.
And he walks over to.
I close the door silently.
Okay, so you all kind of shuffle back.
Just
I imagine I'm not there. I'm
Then
not
they're
there
like
to insult the
Opening
creature.
like, nope, nope, nope. Just close
Nope.
again.
Actually, it
That's
was
what
yes, yes, nope, 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 nope.
Nope, 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 nope. And then just turn on. Nope, 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 nope.
Yep.
That's what I imagine we do.
so we're moving. We keep moving, I guess.
Like, wait,
Keep going
is there,
forward.
did you say this was the only way?
This is this is down this door.
This is
Now,
the only way.
In
right?
the room, this down this service tunnel. Yes.
Okay, then I go.
Okay, so-
I do the exact same thing. I go.
Let him finish. Hold on. Let
Okay,
him
go on,
finish.
go on, go
Yeah.
on.
So you in that room. There's the guy over like. I'll actually draw it for you.
Yeah, because
It's
I don't
easy.
understand. Like, he said walk back, and I expected like he heard something I didn't, and there's basically another way to go. But if there's not another way to go, I don't stop what I'm doing. Like, because it's stupid. Because we'd still go through here, and we had the perfect opportunity.
Okay, so you should be no. Okay, so here. Draw shape. Okay, so you enter through. Okay, so this is the door that I'm drawing here.
What are you drawing?
Can't you see? Aren't you on this layer?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yep.
Oh, I need to
I
move
can see
layers.
it.
1 sec. Okay. Got it.
So there's that there.
No, Jack, you don't understand my question. My question is, in the service tunnel behind us, was there another way to
Yeah,
go?
I know. I'm just drawing this. I understand.
Okay.
Just. Okay, so I should probably change the colors to help you understand. Okay, so red is the guy with the red armband. Yellow is the other guy. And okay, the squares, the big squares, the room. The other squares are all